students, some of the previous lecture actually was totally based on the different periodic trends of the periodic table. As we discussed about the atomic size, let's discuss about that atomic size once again, and we'll explain some more concept about that same atomic size here. Actually class, when we discuss about atomic size, as you know, the atomic size contains the covalent radius, the ionic radius, the van der Waals radius and the metallic radius. Van der Waals radius is actually half of the intermolecular distance, that is called van der Waals distance. So van der Waals radius will be always a very high as compared to the other of the radius. Covalent radius actually depend upon the bonding situation. So whenever atoms come closer to bond, the length must be decreased, and that's why the covalent radius is generally shorter comparatively the atomic radius. Atomic radius is generally larger than that covalent radius. Metallic radius is also the shorter than the atomic radius. Ionic radius depends upon which type of ions we are having, like cations or anions. Cations are always smaller than their parent atom because of the high nuclear charge, and anions always have a greater size because of greater electronic repulsion. That is some basic concept of the different types of radius of the atom involved in the bonding as well as in the free state. The matter is what different factors that involve the different radius of the atom in the different molecules as well as in free state. The possibility is, the concept is always we are talking about, always I try to explain about the only one concept, that is nuclear charge. Any one of the factors that will decide the nuclear charge will always having a same possibility, because whenever the nuclear charge will be increases, that will compress the electronic density and decrease the atomic size. So if there will be higher nuclear charge, atomic size decreases. Number of orbits, the addition number of orbits always increase the size because the electronic density expanded out. More number of orbits, more electronic density in the increase of volume. That will increase the size, the atomic size, covalent size, ionic size, metallic size as well. More number of orbits, more size of the atom in any of the state, free as well as combined, no matter. The matter is how to learn how to decide these sizes. Students, many times I try to explain here. The screening value, the screening effect. Actually screening means whenever the electronic density covers the nucleus from the side of the any axis or from all sides. That is called screening value, the screening effect. Because if the electron density screen the nucleus will not easily apply its nuclear charge to the outer electron, that is called generally test electron. So whenever there is electronic density along with electrons and in between nucleus and electron, there always will be screening effect of the electronic density in between that nucleus and electron. That screening value of electronic density will decrease the nuclear charge rapidly, and that will decrease the nuclear charge, the effective nuclear charge on the outer electron. We have to be concentrate here. If nuclear charge decreases, the size must be increased. Same way, electronic repulsion also increases the size, because if any subcell receives 1 electron, 2, 3, 4 and additional number of electrons, as the electrons are added in the same subcell, that must be repelled to each other, and that will increase the electronic density in a particular certain volume or area. That will increase the radius. And this is the reason why with the increase of number of electron, the size increases. We have to be actually counteract how these all effects go simultaneously for any atom and will decide the size. Let's discuss one by one. more clearly. Actually, students, along the period, when we moving along the period and we discussing about the atomic radius or covalent radius, we always having a concentration that the radius of the atom depends upon the nuclear charge, because there is no increase in the number of orbits, there is only increase of electronic density as well as nuclear charge, that is called number of proton. But the electronic density occupy the huge volume around the nucleus, and that is the reason the impact of increase of proton will be higher than the impact of increase of number of electron. So impact of proton will be higher, will increase the effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge around the atom and on the last test electron. Whenever effective nuclear charge increases, that must be compress the size, and that is the reason along the period size decreases. Because of this reason, listen carefully, listen very carefully, and that is very important. That is very important. When we are moving along the period, according to the Slaughter's rule, what exact value, look at the capacity, we are having lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. Then lithium having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. You can see the number of proton increases gradually one by one. That is, proton numbers are actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is called nuclear charge. This is called nuclear charge. But at the same time, number of electron also increases. Number of electron also increases 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the students, the number of electron when increases, there is a screen in the value. The screening constant. That is called a screening constant. Each of the electron actually screen the nucleus by itself in some particular value, and that is called the screening constant value, which increases rapidly with 0.35 value. That is screening of electron along the period. But screening of the electron along the period, that is just increased by 0.35 here, then 0.35, 0.35, 0.35, 0.35. But you can see the number of proton which increases, that is value 1. And that is the reason effective nuclear charge along the period increased by 1 minus 0.35. 1 minus 0.35, that is indicating the value of 0.65. Students, that is the reason along the period size decreases, because the charge of the proton effectively increases by 0.65 value in each of the atom. With the increase of number of proton 1, that is increase of screening value 0.35 and resultant nuclear charge applied in the last electron, that is 0.65. And because of increase of charge value, resultant charge value, positive charge value, the size compressed along the period. When we talking about covalent radius, atomic radius, that is the concept only. Let's discuss about down the group. Let's discuss about down the group, students. Actually, down the group, there are some more factors involved. Along the period, there is only one factor, that is nuclear charge and screening value. That is actually one concept. But down the group, there are some other factors involved in that decide the size, and that is the number of orbits, that is the nuclear charge, that is the screening value in the different subcells, S subcell, P subcell, D subcell, F subcell. Actually, the screening value is actually increased by or decreased by depending upon the different subcells, S, P, D or F. F subshell electrons are more distorted, more scattered, and that is the reason the impact of the F subshell electron screen is very low. That is called a poor screening of F subshell, and the same possibility for D subshell also. Whenever we are talking about the screening value of D subshell and F subshell, we have to be called the poor screening of D subshell and F subshell. Look, poor screening means the nuclear charge will not be easily covered. The nuclear charge will not be easily compensated. So whenever there is poor screening, nuclear charge will not be lowered in a large value. So the higher screening value will decrease nuclear charge more quickly, more rapidly, and size remain increases. But when we call poor screening of D electron, poor screening of F electron, the nuclear charge will not be rapidly decrease, and that result the compress of electronic density. So whenever in the periodic table we moving down the group, some of the elements in the different periods are having a poor experience of the screening constant. Resultant nuclear charge increases, and that will actually decrease the size, and the amount of size should be that expected value increases. That is not actually in a practical way. The size increases down the group depending upon the only one factor, that is number of orbit. That is number of orbit students. Along the period, down the group, in each of the period when we are moving down, one of the orbit increases from S to D to P, no matter. But look at the possibility. Look at the possibility. When we are moving down the group, in S block elements, the size increases in the large value, large difference of size. Moving down the group, in P block, there is a small difference of the size as compared to the S block. And in D block, there is actually very less increment of the size moving down the group. You can arrange the size difference moving down the group. The more size difference in the S block elements moving down the group. In second number, load size difference in the P block elements moving down the group, and very low size difference moving down the group in D block elements. And that is the reason in 6th period and 7th period when we are talking about, there is poor screening of F subshell and D subshell electron, resulting there is very low increment of the atomic size moving down the group, and there is almost a similar size of the 6th period and 7th period elements in D block, and there is very low difference of the size in P block, but there is large difference of size in the S block, because in S block element there is no any poor screening. Poor screening is only resultant for the D block, for P block elements and D block elements. For D block element, the poor screening of F subshell. For P block element, the poor screening of D subshells. And poor screening resultant nuclear charge will not be lowered in a large value, that will compress the size in a frequent manner. And that is the reason when we are moving down the group, how we decide the size. For example, zirconium, hafnium having almost similar size, yttrium and one of the neodymium having almost similar size because of this reason. Whenever we are called about the 6th period of the D block elements, 7th period of the D block elements and 5th period of the D block elements, they are having not a large difference of atomic size as we expected. So students, moving down the group, size generally increases because of increase of atomic orbits, but sometimes unexpectedly the size remain almost constant, or there is a low difference of the size, or there is a sometime increase in the size, decrease in the size. This is because of poor screening of the D block elements, D block electrons and F block electrons. What you have to learn? We have to talk about gallium, the poor screening of D block elements. Indium, poor screening of d black electrons. And last, thallium, the poor screening of f electrons. These poor screening result not a big achievement of the size, and size remain a very lower increment. That is some proper concept of atomic size. How to decide the screening constant value? For that, there is one rule called Slaughter's rule that will decide the screening constant value, how to calculate exactly. And for in covalent radius, how to decide the radius, actually depend upon the bond length. There is a formula. Bond length in a covalent molecule, look at the condition. Bond length is always, generally, always bond length is always the distance between two nuclei that depend upon the radius of the first atom, radius of the second atom. The sum of both the radius is called actually bond length. So generally bond length is actually, suppose I have a so bond length is generally depend upon the radius of the atom A and radius of the atom B. But this is only true for the homoatomic molecules. When there is heteroatomic molecule actually, the bond length is somewhat shorter than the expected value, and that depends upon the 0.7 delta x square, that is called difference of electronegativity. The bond length becomes shorter in the heteroatomic molecule if there is a large difference of electronegativity, and the actual formula for the bond length will be Ra plus Rb minus 0.7 delta x square, where that is electronegativity difference. So you can say if the atom bonded with another atom with a large difference of electronegativity, the bond length becomes shorter, that will decrease the covalent radius. So covalent radius of any atom will be as greater in a homoatomic molecule and will be shorter in a heteroatomic molecule because of the charge appeared on the atom, that will make electrostatic force of attraction and result the atom come closer, that will decrease the atomic size, covalent bond, all the things will be decreases. Slaughter rules, there is some value actually. I am just going to read the value. Actually, this will depend upon if the electrons are present in S subcell and P subcell. Electron in the same subcell, for each of electron, the value of screening constant is 0.35. And for n minus 1 cell, that is 0.85 for each electron. And for n minus 2 cell, the screening value is 1.0 for each of electron, and so on. For rest of electron, there will be 1 only. If electron present in the p subcell or f subcell, for each of the electron in the same subcell, the screening constant value will be 0.35, and for the rest of the electron, wherever the electron will present, the screening constant value will be 1 for each of the electron. With the help of these values, we can calculate the screening constant value for each of the electron. We will discuss in a separate lecture about these Slaughter rules with different examples. Don't worry. Today's lecture only dedicated to some basic concept of atomic radius, covalent radius, van der Waals radius. Other things about the radius like ionic radius and Slaughter rule we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.